Just to start us off, what would you say are some of your greatest experiences with the entrepreneurship program?
So yesterday morning, I started my day in Kampala. I had meeting with 110 Ugandan Tony Elumelu entrepreneurs who benefited from the first two sets now. And they shared with me their success stories so far. I was very impressed. The president of Uganda visited a farm of one of the Tony Elumelu entrepreneurs. And it was quite a moving moment for me, a very exciting experience. And the president was also gracious enough, because when I meet with the presidents across Africa, I know that these entrepreneurs need government support to succeed in the country. And so this experience is exciting.
How does Africa as a continent raise the quality of its entrepreneurs, knowing very well that the majority of people who start businesses do so for, subsistence or their basic needs, and not necessarily to get into big business?
That's why we're providing capital so that they can prove their ideas. $10,000 is not more, but it's proof of ideas, proof of concept. I have ideas, you prove it. Then we create a platform for you to pitch and showcase your ideas. And then if people know that Tony Elumelu Foundation is behind your ideas, I think to a large extent it gives credibility and believability. That's what our people need. They need hope. They need helping hands. They need someone to pull them up. And then when you pull them up, they need to be handheld. Africa, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of aspiring African entrepreneurs. The good news is that majority of them are interested in agriculture. In fact, of the 1,000 first batch, over 30% that we chose when selected in the area of agriculture. The second one, the same thing. So it tells you that young Africans are interested in farming.
Interesting you mentioned that, because I'm curious about the sort of sectors that African entrepreneurs are interested in, because the notion is that young people, especially in ICT, are getting a lot of funding from local private equity firms, international firms, but the money is not going into traditional sectors that are the backbone of African economies.
We have fact-based data. We have data from individuals, people, African entrepreneurs. So the first batch, over 30% agriculture, a sizable percentage also in education sector, then ICT, and I think entertainment. These are the four.
Would you say African governments are taking entrepreneurship, with a sort of attention it deserves, so to speak? The World Bank says 4 out of 5 jobs created over the next few years will be in the informal sector. That provides great opportunities for governments to rope in a new tax base. Are these governments taking entrepreneurship seriously?
African leaders are doing so. They are beginning to see the potential in these people. But I think we should first formalize these people. We should bring them to the formal sector. And we should not scare them, drive them away with tax. We should even give these young entrepreneurs some tax break until a certain stage before we start imposing taxes on them, because they will grow. But if you tax them and with pittances, and if you tax them when they are producing just little and they go under, you don't grow them to the UBAs of tomorrow.